when I think about the storyline or I try and explain it to someone, I'll be like, yeah, this guy, like, he's got a girl, but he has to get out of the house. It's like, wait, I need to read it again. Like.
Evening. London City, hello. I've gone blank. The hair's looking fly, bro. What's happening with the head? It's early in the morning there. I'm just here chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy, appreciative. If I proposed it, I don't think it would have happened.
For me, I kind of read scripts and go, do I feel like the writer knows it? I mean, and that's my thing. It's like, you kind of don't really need to know the details, because do they know the world? Does it speak to, because I've got good friends around me that are good bullshit detectives, like when they watch films. So they're like, no, that doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense, that doesn't make sense. So I always see scripts from their angle, go, does it make sense? And if it makes sense, that means they've done the work. So so I kind of felt like, and then it just spoke to me, because I've been a black man at that party. So it's, yeah, it was just, and there was elements that were surreal, but because he knew the world, it didn't matter. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's grounded, but it's just otherworldly things like brain surgeries and stuff like that. So it was, yeah, no, I knew he did the work, and it just tapped into something, and it was like unapologetic, which I find really exciting. I knew Jordan was gonna get in trouble. Like, I was like, you're gonna get in trouble, like. I like trouble, man. Like, I was like, that's what we're here for, no? Like, let's fuck shit up, man. Like, I kind of like, cool, if at least I'm gonna go down doing something I believe in. If it goes wrong, because anything can go wrong. And so it's just about stuff that if I believe in it, then I can stand by that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I go, because that's a script that could go wrong in the wrong hands. I mean, and so there was just that. So I read it. I remember but there were moments of doubts. I'm like, when I really wanted it, or when I got it, I'd read it again. And I go, am I crazy? Like, when I think about the storyline, or I try and explain it to someone, I'll be like, yeah, this guy, like, he's got a girl, but he has to get out of the house. It's like, wait, I need to read it again. Like, I read it like 4 times before I even started shooting, like, before we started rehearsing. And then I was like, oh, yeah, no, it's all right. No, I like it. I still like it.
And 2018's rising star is Daniel Kaluuya.
Evening. London City, hello. I've gone blank. Thank you. Tessa, Tim, Josh, and Florence. I'd like to thank the people for voting for us all, you know, and texting and calling and going on the internet. Appreciate that. And I'm happy I feel so privileged to be in you guys' company. Facts. I am a product of arts funding within the United Kingdom, and I like to thank people that financially support that. I mean, obviously in the mainstream arts, but also grassroots levels. So I'd like to thank Anna Sher Theatre. I'd like to thank Evelyn Dewar and Marcus Rogers for teaching me how to act. Michael Palmer, Weekend Arts College, WAC. I'd like to thank Heater Light Theatre Company, especially Holly Hughes. I'd like to thank, who else? I've been about. I'd like to thank, I'd like to thank Connor McCoven and Sam Fox at Troika, all you guys. Thank you for letting me think different, telling me I can think differently and allowing me the space to do that. There's a countdown. I wasn't supposed to say that, but I've said that now. We break all the rules. No, levels. I'd like to thank Sam for giving me an American agent. I'd like to thank Carter Cohen. I'd like to thank Andrew Curlin. I'd like to thank my friends. I thank you for supporting me, and I hope I support you as much as I feel supported by you. I'd like to thank my sister. I'd like to thank Critch, and I'd like to thank my mum. My mum is the reason. Levels, no, I don't. Mum? You're the reason why I started, you're the reason why I'm here, and you're the reason why I keep going. Do you understand? Thank you for everything. And I'd like to thank this award, and this is yours. Yours. Love, peace, let's get it.
Just mentioned the Panthers. Daniel, you got to meet the real life Deborah Johnson, now known as Mama Akua Njeri, who Dominique Fishback plays in the film. Tell me about that experience and how you and Shaka King used that intimate knowledge that she had of Chairman Fred to write and play him.
Yeah, well, I went to Chicago. I just pulled up to Chicago because my heart wasn't settled if I hadn't reached out to the family. Mm-hmm. So I just went, and then we couldn't do it on that trip. And then we sat down, me, Dominique, and the producers, and like we had an 8-hour meeting. 8-hour meeting.
That must have been quite intimidating.
Chairman Fred's house. We had an 8-hour meeting, and it was led by Chairman Fred Jr.
Wow.
And Mama Akua was there, and they would ask us, "What's your intentions? You know, why'd you make film? Why'd you make a film? Why are you telling the story? What is it about you? Why does it speak to you? Mm-hmm. What do you feel the meaning of art is?" I remember Mama Akua asked me that. Like, what do you feel the meaning of art is? What do you think the purpose of art is? And it was just that kind of, but you know, I feel like, why not? I just think it's like, it's that they have to live that. Mm-hmm. You know, it's Chairman Fred's, he's gonna be with me for a very long time because I was part of this moment. But they have to live that day in, day out. Chairman Jr. has his name. You know what I mean? So they're gonna ask you, what's your intentions? So I was just respectful, and for me it was like they really did help like streamline and the script of the truth of what's happening, Alan? How you doing? Hey, doing,
hey, Alan.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, look at you.
It's lovely to see you, Alan.
The hair's looking fly, bro. What's happening with the hair?
Fly. It's fly.
Hair wax.
Yeah, no.
And I dig your tie. I dig your tie, man. Go ahead.
Energy strong. The energy strong, my bro.
And the BAFTA goes to Daniel Kaluuya for Judas and the Black Messiah.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, BAFTA, for this award. Thank you, all my friends and family. Thank you to my mum. Man, thank you, Proximity, Warner Brothers, Bron, Participant, everyone that helped build this project together and brought it to this point. I think Shaka, thank you for your leadership. I think all the cast, Lakeith Stanfield, Dominique Fishback, you know, this recognition is a reflection of what we all did. Like to thank, and I like to thank a couple people that in my childhood and in my formative years, their existence meant everything to me. So I'd like to thank Kathy Tyson. I'd like to thank Roy Williams. I'd like to thank Ashley Waters for being a light and guiding the way. I'd like to thank Chairman Fred Jr. and Mama Akua for partnering up with us and joining hands to bring this man to the position that he belongs, which is at the forefront of everything, as Chairman Fred Hampton. And it's an honor to be a vessel for him. And yeah, man, it's early in the morning there. I'm just here chilling. Just saying, I'm happy, appreciative, grateful. It's a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Love to everyone watching back home. You know what I'm saying? Love you guys, man. Peace and love, man. Take care of yourself. Onwards.
Know how you managed to get your parents to agree for you to be, before I get to the why, I want to know the how you managed to get them to agree.
You know, it was, if I proposed it, I don't think it would have happened. It was a teacher, it was a primary school teacher.
Yes.
I said to my mum, I said, he should get into acting. He's got something happening. There's something happening there. I was just a bit busy. Yeah. And then I would write in plays as a kid. Like I wrote plays as a kid, and then I got into Anna Sher, North London. It was like my mum put me on a waiting list, but then I realized older, my mum got me into it because to get me off the streets. Don't say not like on Friday night, Saturday, weekend,
Something
just
to
not
do.
hanging around, something to do.
Yeah.
Do you understand? What football wasn't going to be my thing, so it was that. Do you
Yeah.
understand? So that's how I got into it, and then I got into acting through improvisation. Just caught the bug, but so I didn't. It wasn't. It was just like fun for me to do. Then when I was like, so my mom was like, yeah, like I could just keep this going.
Yeah.
It wasn't messing up the grades.
Yes.
Because I was still at school. So as long as they weren't messing up the grades, but then when I got to sixth form, it was.
Okay.
But then I was getting paid.
Oh,
So then when it was like
something else, yeah.
I was getting on TV, so it was like, so then I could get a little C, I could get a little D, I could get a little E now. Do you understand? I could afford that. Do you understand? Like,
She's like, oh, that job's worth the E.